Well, hello DirtFish friends, it's lunchtime here on Friday at the Sector Rally Finland. We've had 4 stages this morning, we're 5 stages down in total. The rally kicked off with a wonderful downtown stage in Harju last night in the centre of Jyväskylä, but the proper stages got underway nice and early this morning. We've had 4 stages, we've had around about 50 kilometres, and we've had as much drama as we can just about handle, I'd have to say. Just to let you know, we are indoors right now because outside it is absolutely tipping it down with rain. We'll come to that in just a moment or two. So, well, the day dawned to reasonable weather. Wasn't raining, it had rained heavily overnight. And whose hands did that play into? Well, it very much played into Kalle Rovanperän's hands. We caught up with him first thing this morning. This is what he had to say to us ahead of that opening stage.
Yeah, it should help. Let's just hope that it stays a bit damp, let's say. It's not fully wet, but if the sun doesn't come out properly, it should be quite good for us.
So Rovanperän's rain dance was very much answered, but the stages were still certainly challenging out there. Rovanperä made the most of it though. He went into service with a lead over his teammate Elvin Evans of 3.9 seconds. It has been a really strong morning for Toyota because their third driver, Takamoto Katsuta, is down in 4th, only 16 seconds off the lead. And the man who separates the 3 Toyotas is Thierry Neuville in the Hyundai, 12 seconds off the lead. Now, quite a number of drivers I haven't mentioned there. The biggest name, the man that we thought, the man that we hoped might be able to produce the magic that he did here last year, Ott Tänak in the M Sport car. Got through the first stage, not too bad. The second stage, well, this happened. Have a look at this. Do you know what? Let's just slow that down a little bit. You can see as he goes into that cut, deep into the cut, just watch the right side, it pings up. The windscreen wiper pings across. He's hit a rock. He's hit something deep in that cut. Basically what that's done is it's forced up the sump guard, it's damaged the engine, and the engine has basically lost all of its oil. Game over for Ott Tänak, sadly, for the rest of the event. But the drama for M Sport didn't end there. Their second driver, Pierre-Louis Loubet, had a decent start through the opening stage. Bit of confidence, looking to push on 1.7 Ks into the second stage of the morning. And well, having tried to negotiate the right-hander, his car looked like this. Big impacts on the tree for Loubet, damaging that rear left side of the car, ripping it to pieces, to be honest with you. No news yet on whether or not Loubet will rejoin tomorrow, but having looked at that damage, having had a decent close look at it, I would be very doubtful as to whether Loubet will be rejoining us. So difficult morning for M Sport, but has to be said, you know, those are 2 issues. Did Tänak take a cut that was too deep? Maybe. Did Loubet push into that corner too quickly? Almost certainly. So nothing to do with the car. Those were driver-induced issues out there for M Sport. But a difficult morning as well for Esa-Pekka Lappi. He was struggling through the first 3 stages. He didn't sound his confident usual self. He was struggling for pace, struggling for confidence out there this morning. 4th stage, well, that is when the rain came down. The grip started to change and he went off on a right-hander at high speed. The good news is that Esa-Pekka Lappi and Jani Fern are both okay, but it does look, and again, we've got no confirmation. We'll keep our fingers crossed that they come back tomorrow, but I think that is also very doubtful. A couple other drivers we'll just briefly mention in passing. It's been a steady morning for Suninen, sitting nicely in 5th place. Jari-Matti Latvala has continued to smile his way through the stages here in Finland. He is in 6th place at the end of the morning loop of stages. So this afternoon, about to get underway. The rain is absolutely torrential out there, but it's incredibly localized. We're talking about 3 or 4 Ks and you're out of it and you're back into the sunshine. How is it going to affect the stages? We'll wait and see. Stick with us, folks. Don't forget your DirtFish Live Centre. If you've missed anything, click that button. If you want to follow our journey around the stages this morning, stage starts, stage ends, You know, we're going to try and get hold of Lappi to get an interview with him. If we do, the place that you'll find all of that information is DirtFish Live Centre. We have 5 more stages this afternoon. We end again with Harju. Folks, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you at the end of the day.